Okay, Shalom, giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah Kwadash, double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone, and salutation you I came out there that push this word in truth and in sincerity. You know, we on the last days of prophecy. The only prophecies that we are waiting for is the MOTB and World War III. And we in the beginning stages of Jacob trouble because of what's going on with this government shutdown and how is it affecting Jake, you know, on the whole, mainly the nigger women and all the rest of the tribes is affecting them heavily because they rely heavily on SNAP benefits, which is food stamps. So we suffering now. All the brothers in the truth, you know, from the apostles on down, getting ridiculed on TikTok, you know. So I'm just going to get into it, bring out a few scriptures, and that's going to be, you know, my thoughts while driving. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 2, verse 1. It says, "My son, if thou come to serve the Lord," which we are coming to serve the Lord in truth and sincerity, calling upon the true names, Yahweh, why Yahweh Shah, you know, we calling upon the true name, so we serving the Lord in truth and sincerity. The Lord knows that we are focused on him entirely because we have nothing else in this life to look forward to. We're in captivity. Like it says in Baruch chapter 3, verse 8, we're yet this day in our captivity, man. So we have nothing to look forward to in Esau's kingdom other than more pain and more suffering, you know? And we suffering now. And everybody that's coming against us on TikTok are black women, so-called black women, and weak, effeminate, so-called black men. And they coming up against us because they Christians and they can't understand. They don't understand the doctrine. They allowing us. They ridicule us. They call us names. It's all kind of videos out there, man. So we suffering now. We suffering, being purged through Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, man. We being purged, man. So I'm gonna read some more of these scriptures. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 2, verse 1. It says, "My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation." You know, and we doing that. We being tempted now, man. Do all kind of shit that happens, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, I'm gonna be real, not to put my business out there. I met this woman and we was vibing. The vibe was great. But we went out to dinner and everything. But after the dinner, she told me, "Oh, I gotta keep it 100 with you because you're just a nice person." I said, "What you mean keep it 100 with me?" She have me keeping her with me. She was, "No, I mean, it's certain things that's going on in my life that I'm gonna keep it a buck with you." I said, "What you mean?" She was like, "Oh, I got a situation with my baby father. We broke up, but he can't accept our breakup, so he stalks me, he do this, he do that." And before she told me these things, I popped her. Not once, but twice. So when she told me this, I was like, "Oh shit." So now she got a disgruntled baby father. She got 2 kids by him. Each of my chick bad, sweet, you know what I mean? Pretty. But it ain't worth the Lord whooping my ass. I'm saying fucking me up for committing adultery. So once I found out, after 2 times I popped her, she told me I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. She like, "You're a nice person, so I don't want you to get caught up in no situation." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" So she told me. So after that, I know the situation. This dude is a disgruntled baby father, and that's what she's telling me. But who knows that they still together? And she wanted to, you know, just to be with him. You know what I'm saying? Be with somebody else, then still be with him. I don't know. So what I did was, I cut ties, man. I ain't trying to commit no adultery with no woman, man. Your box ain't worth my salvation. Your box ain't worth me getting fucked up by the Most High. Yahweh, Yahweh Shah. And that's a part of temptation, man. Because I could have kept on dealing with her, man. But I choose to cut it off, man. It says, "Set that heart right, which is that mind." The Hebrew word for heart is love. Set that heart up right. So I know that she's not dealing, she's not dealing with me 100%. She's lying. She have a man, or she claims she's not dealing with him more. She could be telling me the truth. I'm not dealing with him more, but he's not letting go. He got 2 kids by this woman, and she's real beautiful, But hey, I got to pop her twice, and I let her go, man. I ain't, what I'm saying? I'm not no simp. I'm not gonna be simped out over some box that, Nah, that could cost me my life. I don't fear him. But she's still dealing with this dude, and the most I put the spirit on her to tell me, then that's coming from the Lord. I'm not going to deal with that shit. So that's temptation, man. You got to constantly endure this truth, man. You got to constantly endure this truth, man, because these women, they will lie to you and sell you a story, and, you get caught up. Then also, like I mentioned earlier, them TikTok videos of these women coming up against the Hebrew Israelites, you got sweet, effeminate men coming up against the Hebrew Israelites because they don't have a backbone. They've been raised by their mom, so they don't know how to handle masculinity, because they don't know masculinity, because they've been raised to be effeminate. They've been raised to be, sweet, so to speak. So they don't have no clue about masculinity and how it is to be a man, a real man. These scriptures teach you how to be a real man. So it says, back in the book of Sirach, chapter 2, verse 2, it says, set that heart up right and constantly endure. You got to endure the bashing. You got to endure what these 2/3 niggas on TikTok accuse you with. Lie. We've been lied on. All you got to do is go to TikTok and watch how these people put these. TikTok is a stumbling block for a lot of you niggas. TikTok is going to get a lot of you niggas whacked out. The Most High is going to whack a lot of you niggas out because you are focused on the wrong things. Because we speak harsh language, and you got this narrative, whereas if the white man can't make it, I don't want to be a part of none of that. The white man can hate you, but we can't hate the white man. The so-called white man, because he's not white, he's red. This shit don't make sense, man. But the whole narrative of these niggas on TikTok is trying to save Esau, the Gentiles, not knowing what that really truly means. They don't understand who the Gentiles really are, man. But they will come on TikTok and talk shit, and we gotta suffer that shit, man. We gotta suffer that shit, man, It says, cleave unto him. Cleave unto who? Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. I'm gonna cleave unto Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah with the depths of my soul and the bottom of my heart, man, which is my mind. And let's cleave unto him, man. Because this is my salvation, Yahweh Shah. He's my deliverer. Without him, I'm nothing. So I'm gonna cleave unto him. It says, and depart not away. I'm not going to depart from the scriptures, man. Lord, when I'm a part of the elect, I'm not going to depart from this truth, man. I'm going to stay steadfastly in this truth. Why? Because this is my salvation, man. If I'm a part of the elect, the Lord going to deliver me. I'm going to be beamed up in them chariots. If I'm a part of the elect, and praise the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, for delivering me. At the same time, the Lord is raining down nuclear missiles. At the same time, them chariots are, shooting them laser beams. So it says, depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at the last end. But how you gonna be increased at the last end? At the end of Esau's empire, when we being beamed up in them chariots, I'm a part of the elect, we being beamed up in them chariots, we gonna be increased, given new bodies. And hey, man, it's gonna be a beautiful thing, man. Being away from being carried up in in the heavens, waiting for things to calm down so we can come down New Jerusalem and take over the earth, man. So hey, man, you gotta be So that's how you gonna increase it to the last end, by enduring. Let me tell you something, man. This is one thing that I've learned being in this truth. Now, when I was 19, I got shot in my face and my neck. I got the scars to bury, you know, for being a wild nigga in the streets. And often to this day, I'm in my 50s, and I still feel pain from that. But it comes and it goes. So I realized pain is temporal. Pain is temporal. But suffering is inevitable. You're gonna suffer in this life, man. Especially when you come into this truth, knowing who you are and why you suffering. We all suffering. I call this life that I live in the suffering. We all suffer. Like I said, I have gotten shot in my neck when I was 19. So throughout all these years, I suffered feeling pain off and on, especially when it's extremely cold and my neck is exposed because I got shot in my face and my neck. Pain is temporal. It comes and goes. But suffering is inevitable. We all suffer. Though the men that's in this truth, that's a part of the stand of ours, we suffer. We going through it. Ailments. Like I said, I got shot in my neck when I was 19. That's an ailment. Then you have certain men losing their jobs, losing their women. You know, that's all a part of the suffering, man. But everybody that's not suffering, I'm talking about the 2/3 that's in the world, and they're not suffering, they're receiving their benefits, they're about to suffer, you know? It says, verse 4, Sirach chapter 2, verse 4, it says, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully. Hey man, you know, I'm suffering, I got neck pain, you know, and doing squats in the gym, now my knee popped, I got certain knee pains, it comes and it goes. I don't have no knee pain now, but in my right knee, I felt the pop when I was squatting. I tried to squat 365, and I tried to go up. The most I ever squatted was 330. I tried to squat 365 when I felt a pop in my knee. And luckily there was brothers there, people there that was able to, you know, like help me out. So after that, I had knee problems. So now, you know, there's more suffering, you know? We all suffer, man. I've been with a woman for like almost 17 years, and we departed from each other because she tried to get grimy. I'm not gonna get into details, but that's a part of suffering. Because I have loved that woman at one point in time. I loved her, you know, but because she felt that I was dealing with somebody else, she chose to try to get her daughter to accuse me of some unseemly things that I have never done. You know, so I mean, it is what it is. I'm not gonna get into all the details, but that's a part of the suffering, you know? When you come to serve the Lord, man, you gotta understand, your woman gonna come up against you, probably your children, your siblings, they're gonna come up against you, but you gotta endure that shit, man, you know? And take it cheerfully, you know? Man, you know what? It is what it is, you know me? It is what it is. It's whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be not, and it said, and be thou patient when thou art turned to a lower state. Because patience means to suffer. So you at a lower state, you gotta, you know, let's endure it, man. Endure the hardship. You know? Losing your job, or your woman coming up against you, or she's, you know, doing this and doing that. You find out she cheated on you. You just gonna let that shit go, man. Let that shit go. Get rid of her and have your peace, man. And continue to do what you do, man. Feed the sheep and put up your videos. Serve the Lord in truth and sincerity. Go out there on the highways and the byways, man. Because, hey, man, It is what it is, man. All these women that's in the world, they're gonna get their just due. Look what's happening, man. It says, verse 5, it says, for gold is tried in the fire. Now, how you try gold to purify it? You burn that bitch, man. You try that, you try gold in the fire and you burn it, and it's gonna be purified for how you were treating it. You burning it, you putting, you purifying it to get all the impurities out, and that's a metaphor for us being in this truth. The Lord is taking us through the ringer, and we suffering these things now, and a lot of people, the 2/3, are living it up, but we suffering. We going through the ringer. We going through trials and tribulations. We losing our family because we in this truth. We losing our women, probably perhaps our job, but the Lord gonna provide. You know what I mean? So it says, for gold is tried in the furnace. It says, for gold is tried in the fire, and the acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Adversity being ridiculed, losing your job, losing your woman, your family coming up against you because you don't believe in Cesare Borgia, aka Jesus Christ, white man Jesus. You don't believe in that no more, and you could plainly tell them in the Bible. But sometimes the Lord will blind people. Not sometimes, the Lord will blind certain individuals pursuant to Isaiah chapter 6 verse 9, where they can't get it. So you just wasting your time trying to get due to these people, man. The 2/3 are the 2/3, man. We suffering now, men. That's a part of this. That's a part of this truth. But what about the people that's not a part of the truth? When are they suffering going to come? While we are suffering now, they in a jolly good state mode. They in a, time where they chilling. Hot girl summer is over. Now they, gearing up for Halloween and all these pagan festivals. But now Donald Trump, because he's a Republican, and a lot of Democrats hate Donald Trump. Donald Trump said he's going to suspend all the Democratic laws that has been passed. Welfare, Section 8, WIC. These things is about to come to an end. So now, you got these people online talk about many nigga women, and you got a few soft-ass, effeminate men talk about, like a woman. I get Section 8, I get food stamps. Nigga, you a fucking big-ass nigga, and you can't work? Because he's the effeminate spirit. He got an effeminate spirit on him. He's a fucking homo. I ain't gonna hold no punches, man. Fuck, he's a fucking homo. And he's talking like a woman. Oh, how you said it? Our deadbeat dads left us. So now the government is being the deadbeat dad by leaving us, by taking away the food stamps. You shouldn't even be on motherfucking SNAP benefits, man. You should have a job. But these are the miseries that's coming upon the 2/3. 2nd Ezra chapter 8 verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the work, because they have walked in great pride. Salaki, let me just say that again. 2nd Ezra 8 verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that have dwelt in the world, because they have walked in great pride, man. And 2/3 of you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you're prideful, mainly the black women, man. Because they receive all kind of benefits from the government, so they prideful. So you can't tell them shit. But now they're starting to see The government is divorcing the nigga woman. The government don't have nothing to do with you no more. They drop you like a bad habit. And now you gotta fend for yourself. You didn't need to, I didn't need no, you was the only woman that was saying, I don't need no man. The Chinese woman never said that. The Arab woman never said that. The Japanese woman never said that. The Edomite woman never said that. The only woman that said, I don't need a man, is the nigga woman. So now you're gonna have to reap what you sow. Whatever you sowed, all the bullshit you put men through, this is part of the great miseries. 2nd Ezra chapter 8, verse 50. For many great miseries should be done to them that dwell in a latter time, because they have walked in great pride, man. Roughly paraphrasing it, man. So now what you gonna do? You know? And November 1st is coming. November 1st is coming, and during this government shutdown, they talk about taking away SNAP benefits for the month of November. And dig it. It's all by plan, because after All Hallows Eve, which is Halloween, then comes Thanksgiving, the day of thievery. So now, what they're going to do is cut off SNAP benefits so you can't have a Thanksgiving. And perhaps it may linger until December when you can't have a Christmas, which is all pagan. So now what you're going to do? You're going to lose it. Like Gerald Senator said, when all things fail, people lose it. When people have nothing to lose, they lose it. So these nigga women feel that they have nothing to lose because of the fact that EBT been taken from them. This shit is crazy, man. So they're gonna lose it. They threatening the government, saying what they're gonna do, how they're gonna do it. Shit is crazy, man. You know? That's part of the great miseries, man. But guess what? If you do that shit, this is gonna happen. Ezekiel 21 verse 9. That sword is being sharpened. Because they're going to declare martial law, because they creating a crisis that requires martial law. So they're going to declare martial law and put a lot of you people to death, man. Ezekiel 21 verse 9. That sword is being sharpened and being furbished so it can make a sore slaughter. Keep thinking everything's a joke, man. And this is all the Lord using Esau on the left-hand side to take out his righteous anger on you wicked-ass niggas, man, that can't get right, man. Think about that. Things to consider, man. But you niggas out there in the world, you ain't gonna consider nothing. You don't respect nothing but violence. That's all you respect, violence. You don't respect nothing but violence. And that's what's coming to you. That's why the Lord appointed 4 kinds of deaths for you niggas, man. Jeremiah 15, verse 1 on down to 3, man. You're all gonna die, man. All of you. You're all gonna die, man. You're all gonna die. 2/3 of you niggas, Hispanics, Native Americans, you're all gonna die, man. Keep depending upon Esau for bread and butter. All you're gonna get is bread and circus. Because Esau loves to entertain you and give you money freely, but now he's taking it away. So now you got the bread, now you got the circus, but no bread. The circus is the entertainment. You got the entertainment, but no bread. But soon, no entertainment because you can't pay your bills. It's all going down, man, the way Esau wanted to go down, man. You people have not a clue what's going on. Because you're too stupid to understand what's going on. Keep on mocking. We suffering now. All the bullshit that you're coming at us with. We this, we that. We gang members, we do this, we do that. But keep on scoffing and scorning. And see how it gets you. See what happens when all hell breaks loose. Who's going to be protected and who's going to be victimized. And a lot of you 2/3 niggas are going to be victimized. Straight truth. You're going to be victimized. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. With that, I'm done. I'm at my destination. I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Wakak Padash, and double honors to the apostles and the bishops, the elders of Great Millstone. And with that, Shalom.